Well, back now to the breaking news we've been following all evening. At least 5 people are dead, even more injured after a gunman opened fire at an Annapolis, Maryland newspaper office. Now, here are the details we know right now. Police say the gunman is in custody, but so far, investigators have only identified him as a white male in his 20s. Police do believe he acted alone, and they say that building is now secure. Authorities have said the shooter appears to have used some kind of shotgun. They also found what appears to be an explosive device inside the office. A reporter for the newspaper tweeted shortly after the shooting that the gunman shot out the office's glass door and then fired into the newsroom. We're going to continue to follow this story as it develops, and we'll bring you the very latest. Also, we are going to speak with a reporter live at the scene. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Well, there is a new push tonight to find Seth Odom. Now, he's the man Haralson County deputies have searched for in connection with a woman's disappearance.
Authorities say that Odom was last seen with Jessica Earl just west of Tallapoosa earlier this month. The woman's not been seen since, and now authorities are looking for Odom and consider him armed and dangerous.
Well, as Fox 5's Patty Pan learned from investigators this afternoon, there's now a reward being offered in the case.
It's been nearly 3 weeks since anyone has heard from Jessica Earl. Authorities say it's very unlike her not to get on social media or even contact her 2 young children. And that's why they believe finding her boyfriend, Seth Odom, is key to locating her.
I know my child, and I know he's afraid, but I know he ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Deanna Helton wants to put the community's fears at ease. She tells Fox 5 her son, Seth Odom, is not as dangerous as the Haralson Sheriff's Office makes him out to be.
Pray he's alive, number one. But I know he's scared, and I know he feels alone.
Deputies have advised residents living in a small community near the Alabama border to stay away from their windows and keep everything, including storage sheds, locked for fear Odom could take refuge there. Haralson County deputies have looked for Odom for weeks. They say Odom was last seen with his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Jessica Victoria Earl, also known as Jessica Jones King. The two were at a home on Little Circle west of Tallapoosa in early June. No one has seen her since. But investigators say Odom, on the other hand, has surfaced as recently as earlier this week. Deputies have searched for Earl to no avail. On Thursday, the sheriff's office announced a reward in the case.
He's very familiar with the area. He's known kind of as a survivalist. He enjoys being in the woods, being in, that type setting. He feels safe.
Authorities say Odom has an extensive criminal history and has numerous warrants out for his arrest. To date, deputies have arrested a number of people for allegedly helping Odom elude deputies. Now, investigators have appealed to the missing woman to come forward for her mother's sake and her 2 young children.
If she is hearing this, if she is out there, we just urge her to please give us a call, let us know that she's okay, and at least, give her family some relief.
Authorities say they have already searched a number of wooded areas and residences. They say they do plan on continuing their search. As for Odom, they say he should be considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with any information being urged to call authorities. Reporting in Haralson County, I'm Patty Pan, Fox 5 News.
Time now to talk about our weather here with Chief Meteorologist David Chanley. It's been a rainy, stormy week all week. Today was no exception. Some rain still hanging around certain areas.
Just some showers out there. You're right. Things will improve as the evening goes on, so no nighttime storms to deal with and no early morning storms tomorrow. Let's show you where the rain is right now. Kind of the leftover of what happened earlier today, and it's diminishing in coverage and intensity. So good news there if you have any evening plans, but still some wet pavement out there along about Marietta and Atlanta, all the way down to, for the most part, through the western suburbs, East Point, Fairburn, Douglasville. A couple lightning strikes down there in southern Fulton County and northern Coweta. How about that? As things beginning to wind down. You can see no more precipitation up here upstream. And we've had the heavier thunderstorms down here to our south, down towards Troup County. They've pushed even further south. In fact, take a look at them here in our southeastern composite of Fox 5 Live Viper. And look at that line of really nasty thunderstorms now south of Montgomery. No more watches and warnings for us. The severe thunderstorms Thunderstorm watches are out here across Alabama and the Florida Panhandle, and the polygons indicating the active warnings for winds up to about 60, 70 miles an hour. And we've had oodles reports of trees down across North Georgia and some very heavy rainfall at times. All right now just a few sprinkles remain here in town at 71. 86 was the high this afternoon before all the storms, and 69 was the low this morning. Now the wind up out of the northwest at 10, but at times a little bit breezy on the backside of the storms that rolled on through. Check this out. Here we are in late June. 6:35 at night. It's 69 already in Carrollton, 69 in Rome, and 67 in Blue Ridge. Temperatures are going to hold and maybe even come up a couple degrees before the evening is over with. And as that happens, we're going to see some fog form, and it's going to be kind of thick, I think, in some spots. We get to the wee hours of early tomorrow morning and daybreak, and we see fog blanketing the area. So kind of fog and some overcast, and then we'll see the sun break through, and we'll find the temperatures on the rise. Again, holding steady tonight in the low 70s, most areas, 60s where we have the 60s right now. That's on the western side and then on into North Georgia. And then highs tomorrow bumping up into the 80s to low 90s. Feeling like June for sure as we start to wrap up the month. All right, so the rain disappears, and then for tonight we see a boundary trying to make its way into North Georgia, just kind of meandering a little bit. But as that happens, the air is a little more stable. Perhaps tomorrow just a couple thunderstorms dotting the landscape. Not anticipating the intensity nor the coverage of what we had today. And you saw the temperature there up near 90 degrees. Now, as Saturday unfolds, we'll see a few more clouds again Saturday morning. Warm and muggy for sure, with readings in the low and the mid 70s. And then Saturday afternoon, notice our wind shifts a little bit. More of an easterly component, so we're not going to get all that hot. I mean, we're going to get in the upper 80s, but we're going to see a few more scattered showers. But I think that trend is going to increase, meaning more clouds and more showers and thunderstorms. I think for your Sunday, that's going to keep the temperature down. So Saturday night, slight risk of a shower, but by Sunday, we're in the clouds, so we're going to go mostly cloudy, and we see more scattered showers and storms, certainly by Sunday afternoon. Not so much tonight. Tonight, we see the partly cloudy conditions. Still going to be muggy, though. Find temperatures for the most part holding in the 70s. Here's your extended outlook. We say so long to June, hello July on Sunday with some scattered storms and 88, and then feeling like July the next several days on into July the 4th on Wednesday. Fairly typical right now. That's the plan. Partly cloudy and a few isolated thunderstorms mainly later in the day. We'll continue to monitor the rain that's out there. An update heading your way before the top of the hour.
Lord, I love you. Thank you.
Only a few days on the job, police recruits save the day when a toddler goes missing in some woods near Savannah.
And the streets of Atlanta are about to get a lot more colorful. How the city's plans for street art are connected to the upcoming Super Bowl. Next. I'm Elise.
Body camera video shows the moments police recruits in Savannah find a missing toddler.
As you can see, she was in a very wooded area. Kamaya Vicks was missing yesterday morning. The recruits had just graduated the academy, but they were only 2 weeks into their 7-week training session with the department. Well, that's when they were called out of class to help with the search. Yesterday afternoon, officers heard the 2-year-old's cries and ran into the woods to find her. She had some minor scrapes and was dehydrated, but otherwise was fine.
A Middle Georgia deputy is facing battery charges after GBI investigators say he hit a suspect without provocation. GBI agents arrested Upson County Sheriff Sergeant Cody Kennedy on Tuesday. Back in March, investigators say Kennedy handcuffed the suspect, hit him, and then pushed him into a utility pole. According to the GBI, the suspect never filed a complaint. They say another officer reported the incident. Kennedy also faces charges he violated his oath of office. Well, as Atlanta prepares to host the Super Bowl next February, the city plans to make civil rights the centerpiece of the event.
Off a season where players taking a knee during the national anthem became a major focus of the NFL. Atlanta will partner with the Super Bowl host committee and the arts organization Wonder Root to highlight Atlanta's civil rights and social justice history through more than 30 street murals. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms says events like the Super Bowl should leave a lasting legacy in our communities.
To have something so beautiful and with such a story sprinkled throughout all of our communities, we will have not just a vibrant city that will be seen around the world when the Super Bowl arrives, but also lasting art that will last generations in our communities.
Well, organizers are still choosing sites for the murals. The selected artists will choose the subjects of the murals. Tom?
Well, tonight we continue to follow that breaking news in Maryland, where 5 people are dead after a shooting inside of a newsroom. Coming up, we'll go to Annapolis for a live report.